All right, we are back. Ended up taking a couple days off. Knew I wasn't going to be able to work out the day before yesterday, and then yesterday my body was pretty smoked. It was a even longer day than I expected. Not only was the work day long, but I ended up having to drive like 130 some odd miles in a day, and my body was just kind of shot. So I took 2 days, just relaxed. I didn't want to push anything. Honestly, it felt good, and now I'm back. Going to be doing a back day today, and I am ready to kill it. So we're going to start off with our T-bar rows with our new fancy Titan handle, and then I think I'm going to switch up the order, and instead of jumping straight into the incline rows with the Kelso shrugs, I think I'm going to do the wide grip pull-ups first and kind of do like a row, pull down, row order instead. And then I'm gonna end off with some rear delt fly. So I'm gonna start off with a warm-up set of 90 pounds on the T-bar rows, and then do a heavier working set, and then we'll move into pull-ups. Went ahead and chucked a third 45-pound plate on here. So let's see what 135 feels like. Alright, we're going to move on to our wide grip pull-ups. Anybody who's a faithful watcher might see that this wall looks a little different. I am in the middle of painting in here, getting it a little spruced up. Trying to get a little spruced up, get the vibes right. So things are going to be getting little upgrades here and there over the next few videos, but we'll get it dialed in. Let's get on up here. we're gonna move on to our incline rows. You might be able to hear, but the rain is coming down out there right now. I'm gonna jump right into the 90s, knock out a couple sets, incline rows to the Kelso shrug, and then we'll move on to our rear delt fly. Man, it is freaking dumping outside right now. But yeah, we're gonna move on to some rear delt fly. Alright, that is going to be it for today. Pretty decent workout today. We tried some new things today, tried shifting up the order. You know, sometimes when you try new things, it's great. Sometimes when you try new things, you realize how much you like the thing that you already had. To be honest, I think I'm going to not switch up the order. I think that the way I had the order of my workout was just fine for a multitude of reasons. First thing that I'm going to be changing is I don't want to do the T-bar row is not something I want to do with heavy weight. Like, I think doing one warm-up set of 115 would be just fine, and just doing it to failure, I think that would be just fine. I don't think doing 2 sets of the T-bar row is at all necessary. Moving on to the order switch up between the incline rows and the wide grip pull-ups. I thought that doing 2 row exercises back to back was possibly hurting my incline row, but I don't think it actually is, and I actually feel like by the time I do both of those row exercises, I'm more warmed up for the wide grip pull-ups. Things just felt different and it felt off. For like a more of a personal reason, I hate the feeling of bare skin on like a leather or pleather or whatever, you know. So I felt like I wanted to put my shirt back on to do the incline rows after I like taking my shirt off to do pull-ups, and I can keep my shirt off for rear delt fly, but then I'm like shirt on, shirt off, shirt on. I didn't like that part of it. Another reason I didn't like switching up the order too is it actually ended up taking longer. before. I thought that it would like be more fluid to be able to give myself time to set up the dumbbells in between pull-ups, but it actually wasn't. So I'm gonna go back to just doing the T-bar row into the incline row and then into wide grip pull-up, then rear delt fly. I think the way I had it was just fine. We are not gonna screw it up. But other than that, all the exercises felt good. It's nice to get back out here after a couple days, even though it is pouring out right now. It is literally blowing water in through the crack. There's like drips of water like all the way back here, and it's coming in underneath the door. Like all the windows are all fogged up. It is pouring outside. Absolutely pouring. April showers, I guess. April showers. I'm gonna have to wait until this clears up before I can go on a run, which is fine. We're still gonna get out. It's supposed to clear up later this evening, so I'll go on a night run. And that will be that. So I'll be back tomorrow with arms and shoulders.